Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report this week. Hey, not gonna believe this. I don't either. The Superman franchise is being rebooted for 2012, and the casting's already underway for roles of Superman and the mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent. Anyway, according to a few entertainment industry publications, both John Cena and The Rock are being considered for the roles as Superman, the Man of Steel. Oh God, I don't know to say anything. No telling who's watching this. Anyway, IMDb.com reports that the film is being executive produced by Christopher Nolan of The Dark Knight and will be directed by Zack Snyder. Aside from John Cena and The Rock, actor Joe Manganiello of Spider-Man 3 and True Blood are being considered for the part also. Anyway, the official theme for TNA's Final Resolution pay-per-view is Make Your Move by The Product. Tommy Dreamer noted on his Twitter account that he's suffering some sort of a wrist injury from last night's Turning Point pay-per-view. The match was him against Rob Van Dam. Dreamer is scheduled to see a doctor today, and he also has a black eye from the match. Well, it must have been a rough match then. You shouldn't be in wrestling if it hurt your wrist. Jim Ross did appear at the Boston Celtics radio this past Sunday while the Celtics were in Oklahoma playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ross compared Shawn Michaels to Michael Jordan. He must be drunk. Anyway, said that he still has something to give in terms of announcing. And I remember a long time ago, he would think he was recovering then too. He did some announcing with Vince McMahon. Alright, as noted before, there was a chance that WWE will have William Regal feud with the U.S. champion Daniel Bryan now because CM Punk is being injured and the Punk-Bryan feud is off, like we need to be told. Anyway, Regal and Bryan have been wrestling each other on the current European tour. Bryan mostly winning via submission. And last night's show, the two shook hands after the match, and Regal got onto the mic and said, "I've been in this industry for 27 years. Never thought I'd see a better wrestler than me." Not me, but Regal. Said, "This man is, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan." That's a hell of a, Regal, I think he's great. Misused, and he's awful rough too. If you get him in there and start going at it with him, he could hang in there after 27 years. Anyway, Regal helped train Bryan back in the early days of his career. So Regal kind of gave himself a pat on the back too, of doing a good job on Daniel. Jeff Hardy has changed his finisher move now from the twist of faith to the twist of hate. TNA has announced the following for Thursday's Impact tapings going on tonight in Orlando. It's going to be the fallout of Turning Point with Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and their alliance members appearing. Team 3D says goodbye to fans after losing at Turning Point. Hope you know the results of that, by the way, before I spoil it for you. Stevie Richards challenges AJ Styles. And WWE is going to be taped tonight. It's Raw from England. They're going to be taping that this afternoon, so no spoilers. Unless check back right before the show. Anyway, be sure to join us tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, and I'll let you know what happened. If you missed it. If you didn't miss it, I'm not going to tell you. WWE agent Billy Kidman, yes, that Billy Kidman, he's still there. He was sitting ringside for some of the matches this past weekend on SmackDown Live in Scotland. Alright, Rey Mysterio, he's on tour in WWE right now in Europe, but not been wrestling. They've done angles where Rey Mysterio comes out for a match with Alberto Del Rio, but is attacked. This leads to the Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. EV 2.0 faced Fortune in a 10-man match at last night's Turning Point pay-per-view. Each member of EB 2.0 put their TNA wrestling careers on the line. AJ Styles won, the match for his team, pinning Sabu, and as a result, fired from the organization. Sabu, that is, which we had reported earlier that he was. Anyway, it just said it's been reported that his departure from the organization is legitimate, by the way. And he was recently informed the company officials that he's going to be ceasing utilized on the pay-per-views. And I guess he's going to be not cease being utilized on the TV shows too. But they just don't have no creative plans for him, which is unfortunate. Robbie E defeated Jay Lethal at last night's Turning Point with now he's the X Division champ for the first time. In a new interview with Alex Marvez, TNA stars Robbie E noted that he still teaches high school physical education in New Jersey, Woodbridge, I believe. Robbie uses his personal days to attend Impact tapings and pay-per-views. In the near future, he said, I'm going to give my 60-day notice, he said. It's pretty cool, though, because all the kids are seeing me on TV, so he wants to live off of this little fame, I guess, for a while. TNA, by the way, has released a new Fortune t-shirt and a new Ric Flair t-shirt. I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen it yet. TNA's X Division champion, Jay Lethal, Madison Reigns, will be appearing today, November 6th from 12 to 2 at Freedom Crossing, El Paso, Texas, which if you're watching this right now, you're late. It's over. Alright, I'm back now. Thursday's episode of TNA Impact scored a 1.2 cable rating, up last week from 1.13 rating. The show averaged about 1.4 million viewers. Reaction at 11 o'clock scored a 0.8. Alright, let's go over a little bit of history on this day. It's November 8th. It's 1975, whether you know it or not. Right now, it is. Vern Gagne, his reign as AWA World Heavyweight Champion ends after, catch this, 2,625 straight days. Whew. Nick Bockwinkel, I don't know how many, do your math and say, let me know how many years that is. Nick Bockwinkel defeated Gagne to become the new world champion. Bockwinkel would then hold the title for the next 1,714 days in a row. Ooh, and we complained about Cena? Alright, November 8th, 1976, a year later, Greg Valentine defeats Mr. Wrestling to become the NWA World Heavyweight, the World Television Champion. 1982, Jerry Lawler defeats Nick Bockwinkel to win the AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. And in 1999, the New Age Outlaws become the new WWF Tag Team Champions, defeating Al Snow and Mankind, which were just buddies back then. 1999 also, there was a four-way ladder match with Scott Hall winning the WCW US Championship, defeating Bret Hart, Goldberg, and Sid Vicious. Alright, on 2000, on Thunder, Crowbar, remember him? Defeats, says Reno. Oh, I mean Rhino or not, to win the WCW Hardcore Championship. I don't know if it was Reno or not. In 2007, Chris Masters is released from his WWE contract violating the WWE substance abuse and drug policy. And today's birthday, Ted DiBiase Jr., born in 1982. Do the math. Alright, I didn't do this over, well, I forgot Saturday. Well, I didn't have enough time Saturday. But Saturday on the 6th, November 6th, Gene and Ole Anderson defeats Johnny Weaver and Art Nielsen to win the NWA Atlantic Tag Team Championship. And in 1995, the Giant is stripped of his WCW Championship after a controversial finish at Halloween Havoc the week before. The Giant won the title from Hulk Hogan by DQ after Jimmy Hart hit the referee with the title belt, and Hart had a clause put in his contract before the match stipulating that the title would change hands on a disqualification. Well, that's about it before I run out of time. Hey, I gotta go.